Hello, it's Ashley here with this week's Stamp Create Repeat video for Your Next Stamp. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tags that I made. These are Halloween themed using the new stamp set that came out, Way Cool Monsters. So here are my little tags that I made, and I think they turned out really sweet, and these are just the cutest little monsters holding these signs. I thought that I'd share today how to do a tag using just a stamp set. So if you don't have a tag die set, you could make these cute little tags using a stamp set. So I'm showing here how the back has a little area where you could write a message to who it's for or who it's going to be from. So I'm going to share with you the products I used to make it. I used the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink. I also used the Your Next Stamp wire snips. I used some twine that I purchased at the dollar store, just some green and purple twine. Also from my stash, I just used some ribbon that I've had, and I will link everything in the description box that you can purchase over in the Your Next Stamp store, so you can find it there. I also did use my glue gun. This allows the tags to be nice and thick, and it holds the ribbon in there. So for the stamp set I used, this is the Way Cool Monsters stamp. It is such a good stamp set. If you only purchase one stamp set for Halloween this year, this is the one you need because it's so cute, and you can use this for so many occasions. You get happy birthday that you can put. You can use this for thank you tags or cards. You could use this for cheering up cards. There is Happy Halloween. You also get monster hugs, which allows you to be able to use this for Valentine's Day. You can really just stretch the stamp for so many occasions. And there is coordinating dies that you can purchase separate. So let's get started, and I'll share with you how I made my little tags. So to begin with, we're going to just stamp out these cute little monsters. I'm going to be using the Recollection 65-pound cardstock, and I'm using the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink. I'm going to stamp out this little monster twice, and then I'm going to add in the little sentiment into the little sign that he's holding. This monster is so perfect, like I mentioned, for all different occasions, but I thought today I would do some Halloween ones, so I'm going to use the Happy Halloween. And it's a really nice, bold script. I love the Happy Halloween one. And then I thought for the second one, I would do Boo. I can't wait to use this with the Monster Hug sentiment for Valentine's Day. I think it will make really cute tags for that as well. And now I'm going to do the coloring. So I'm going to be using my Copic markers, and I thought I would start out by making this guy purple. So I'm going to use V17 to color this little guy up. I'm starting with the darkest colored tone, and I'm just going down where I want all of the darkest portion to be. And I'm just going to do under the sign there where the shading would be. I do add just the purple color tone for the eyebrows and also for his little toenails so they really stand out. And then I go in with V15 and I start to blend that darker purple. And I'm just giving that a nice blend out there. I love this color tone with the three purples. I'm going to go under his eyes, and then again under his little belly there. For the next color tone, I'm going to use V12 and get a really nice blend. This would actually be a really great stamp set if you want to have last minute cards that you have to make. You could have a whole bunch of these little monsters colored up, and then you could just stamp on the sign what occasion you need a tag for or a card for, and then put the little monsters on at the last minute to a project that you're making. This would be so perfect for that because there's so many options there on the stamp set to choose from. Then I go back in with V17 to add just the darkest color tone so you really get that nice accent there. And then I also go in and do his little horns or his like little ears there. So I'm going to just do every other one so it's striped. So I'm using, again, the V17, V15, and then the V12. And then for the other part of the stripe, I'm going to use the green color tone. For the green, I'm going to use VG06, VG03, and then I blend that out with VG00. And then I also decided I would use the same color tone to do the sign. So I'm going to go across the very top for the sign. And I just decided that I would go back in with the V17 and YG06 just to add the darkest portion there. So you really see the contrast. So I just took the VG06 and went across the top and where his hands are along the side, and then I'm blending that out with the VG03. And then I go in with VG00. To finish off the sign, then I'm gonna just take the YG06 and just go around his hands again and across the top. And then I'm going to take my black jelly pen and I just scribble it there on the side to get the ink flowing, and I'm going to do his little eyes. And then I'm taking the white jelly pen, and this stamped image has some accents on it where there's like little spots. So I just went over those with my white jelly pen to really make them pop. I love how the Your Next stamp, a lot of these stamps images have those little accents on them, and it's really helpful to know how to color it, and you can use your white jelly pen to really give it some accent. I also accented the sign there. For the next monster, I'm going to start out by just doing the little ears or the little horns there, and I'm using the purple tone for the sign, and I'm starting with V17. I'm coloring it the exact same way that I did the other monster. I'm just kind of flipping the colors, so I thought I would do a green monster for this little guy. For the next purple color, I'm using V15. Then I'm going to go in with the V12. And I go back in with the V17. It really just makes it pop when you go back in with the first initial color. And I did go back in with the V15. There was just a really big contrast, so I wanted to go back in a little bit and blend that out. And I did blend it out also with the V12. Now I'm going to do the green, so I'm starting it out with YG06. And again, I'm doing both his eyebrows and his little toenails in the darkest color tone. Because it's a small area, I'm not going to blend that. And then I do the green underneath his little belly there. Then I'm going to go in with the YG03. And YG00. So cute. And then I just went back in with the YG06 for the darkest portion. You can see how it really just adds contrast there when you add the darkest portion. And then I'm doing his eyes with the black jelly pen, and then I go in with the white jelly pen to add some accents and do those cute little dots on his face. Now we can take the wire snips and cut apart the coordinating dies. I'm going to take a piece of washi tape just to hold the die down, and make sure that after you're done your coloring, you wait for the black and white jelly pen to finish drying before you do this part. You don't want it to smudge. So I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine, and I'll show you the little reveal. So here is the first little monster. So sweet. And now I'm going to do the little green one. And then here's the little reveal of the little green monster. So cute. Now I'm going to take the coordinating die and cut out 2 of the dies on the white cardstock. That's going to be the backing piece so that you don't see the coloring coming through, and it also makes it nice and sturdy for the tag. So I've got all of my bits ready here. I've got my ribbon, my twine, I've got my colored up images, and the die cut out backgrounds. So I'm going to take this ribbon and just cut it in half and give a good amount so that you can tie it onto something, around a bag or however you're going to use it. So I cut out one in the purple and green polka dot ribbon, and then I'm going to take some twine. And I'm taking that in the purple and also the green, and I thought I would just mix and match it, so I'm going to mix and match the colors. I'm going to take my hot glue gun, which I've had heating up, and I'm going to use the ribbon first. I'm going to fold it in half and just add some glue down so that I can adhere the ribbon. And I put a lot of glue down. It makes it nice and thick and more sturdy. And be careful with the hot glue gun. And then I add some glue onto the top bit, and then you can push that down. So that is the first part. And now I'm going to take the twine. I'm just putting a piece of cardstock there so I don't get it on my craft desk. I'm going to take the twine just to get a nice little bunching. You could leave it like this if you wanted, but I just think the twine adds a nice little accent to it. I like to give it kind of a bunching, so I'm going to tie it really tight and it makes the ribbon kind of bunch, and then I'm going to tie it into a knot to keep that little bunching. It just adds some nice ruching kind of at the bottom there when you do it like that. And then I'm just going to tie it into a little bow, and I'll just take my scissors and trim off the excess of the ribbon. And then I'll just cut the top part diagonally so that it has a nice finished look. So there's the first tag, so stinking cute. And now I'll do the second one in the exact same way. I'm just going to add some of the hot glue there, put down my purple ribbon, and then I'll add some glue on top of the ribbon, and I can adhere down that top bit. And you can see the difference there. It looks more finished with the ribbon, with the twine bow on it, but you definitely wouldn't have to do that if you preferred not to. Now I'm just going to take the twine and I can do the little ruching bit. So I just pull it tight and you can see how it kind of makes a bunching at the bottom. And then I just tie it into a knot to keep that bunching so that I'm not trying to hold it really tight when I do the ribbon. And then I'll just cut off that little excess bit on the tails there. Then I'm just going to cut diagonally at the top there to give it a finished look. And I'm just showing now how the back has a nice white space so you can put who the tag is for and who it's from. So that was my project for this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will link everything in the description box so you can find it over in the Your Next Stamp store. Thank you as always so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye now!